In heavens also, if there are gods in heavens, devatas, you also listen. Because what I am going to tell you, what the message of the Upanishads is, that even you don't know. Those who are in this vast cycle of births and deaths, they do not know this secret. You see, in Hinduism, they have a very grand view of this universe and life. I was remembering, this Carl Sagan in this country, he had this beautiful TV serial, Cosmos. When we grew up in Doordarshan, they used to show it. I remember they had very few English programs in Doordarshan those days. There was I Love Lucy and Star Trek, the old serial Star Trek, and Cosmos. Now in this book he has written, there's a book also, Cosmos, he's written that modern science has revealed to us such a grand picture of space and time, which ancient mythologies, ancient man had no idea about. For them, universe was created a few thousand years ago. The universe consists of Earth in the center and a few stars twinkling in the sky, that's it. But modern science reveals to us a universe created in some unimaginable Big Bang billions of years ago. An unimaginably vast universe with millions or hundreds of millions of stars divided into millions of galaxies. A vast universe in the cosmic scale. And at the microcosmic scale, far below our human scale, you find the tiniest of particles and energy. Now they're talking about superstrings and so on. So Carl Sagan says an awesome picture of the universe is revealed by modern science, which ancient man did not know. And then he adds, except perhaps the cosmology of the ancient Hindus, he says. They had a tremendous picture, even more awesome picture of the universe. A ceaseless cycle, not just one Big Bang in this universe. Many times the universe has been created and it existed over billions of years. Life evolved and planets came and everything happened. And destroyed and again created. So they had this tremendous idea of the universe. A cosmic cycle of creation, existence and destruction. In this tremendous universe, one fact, as they say, they thought of not only human beings, but many planes of existence. In our old books we find 14 worlds, different worlds of existence. So there are other kinds of creatures also, they thought. But they say that in this entire cycle, people do not know the secret which we are going to talk about. We also, it's not that we did not exist, somehow we have been created and then we shall die after a few years. No, the Hindu idea is that we have been existing for life after life, hundreds of lives, thousands of lives. We are ancient creatures. We are not born with a blank slate. We come with the weight of past karma behind us. Life after life. So there's this huge idea. And the law of karma regulates everything. What we have done in past lives is what we see today. Right now, what we find our lives to be is the resultant of what we have done in past lives. And because of the law of karma, what we have done we can undo and we can make a new life for ourselves. What we do in this life, it will produce effects in this life and next life and lives ahead. So this is the grand idea, life after life, of the Hindu cosmology. Now, if somebody says that, is there something beyond this? I understand, many lives, many experiences, but beyond this also, is there something? There was this cartoon I saw in a magazine. In this country you have born-again Christians. So one American is telling an Indian, you see, I am a born-again Christian. And the Indian and the Hindu is looking at him and saying, well, I am a born again and again and again Hindu. I have been born many times. The Rishi says there is a secret which you do not know. Something beyond this is there. What is that? There is an infinite existence. Purusham Mahantam. An infinite existence is there. That I have known. Vedaham Purusham Mahantam. Here Purusha does not mean man, not male. It means a being. An infinite being is there. What is that like? Aditya Varnam. Blazing forth like the sun. Luminous like the sun. Not with a material light. Not with a light like this. It's a light of consciousness. Aditya Varnam. An infinite consciousness is there. Alright, supposing it's there, what's it like? Tamasa Parastat, forever beyond death and disease and darkness and sorrow. You know, Bhagavan Buddha's entire quest was, there is suffering in life, sarvam dukkham, there is a cause of suffering. Is there a way out of suffering? What did Siddhartha do? Why did he become the Buddha? He was searching for a way out of suffering. So here is the answer in the Upanishads, that there is something beyond suffering. An infinite existence, it is there right now. So what do we have to do? Tameva viditva. By knowing that alone, by realizing that alone, ati mrityu meti, one goes beyond death and suffering and limitation. Not only death, any kind of human limitation, one goes beyond that. So that realization, that goal, that pursuit is called moksha. It is beyond Seligman Sahab's, pleasure, engagement meaning, one step beyond that. Beyond dharmartha kama, that goal is moksha. It is called parama purushartha, the highest goal of life. Once you experience the things of life, one is supposed to have sufficient maturity to start seeking that. What is that like? It's defined as, in Sanskrit, atyantika dukkha nivritti paramananda pratishtya. Complete transcendence of sorrow and attainment of infinite bliss. You see, we all want to be happy. Even Professor Seligman's searches in positive psychology is for happiness. But is ultimate happiness, unchanging, eternal happiness possible? Most people think it's not possible. Can we completely overcome sorrow? Most people think, no, sorrow will be there. You can minimize it, you can avoid it. That's the level at which karma kanda operates. Conventional religion tries to show us how to lead a good life so that you mostly get good experiences, happy life. Minimize the suffering. That is conventional religion. The law of karma tells us, secret of happiness. You see, today, bookstores, if you go, self-help section will be full of how to be happy. How to be happy in 7 days, or 7 steps to happiness, something like that they will show you. And so many, book after book. Well, Hinduism, Vedanta has a simple formula. You want happiness? Find out what causes happiness. According to Vedanta, it is governed by the law of karma. Governed by the law of karma. Good karma, good result. In Sanskrit, dharmika karma leads to punyam. And punya, these terms we know. Punya leads to what? Sukha. If you want happiness, if you want sukha, you must deserve it. That deserving is called punya. And punya comes from dharmika karma. Dharmartha kama we said. So dharmika karma gives rise to, generates this punya, which makes us deserving of happiness, and we get a series of desired for events in life. If you want a happy family life, if you want good health, if you want material prosperity, have a lot of punya. It will give rise to those things in life. Deserve it. And the other way around is adharmika karma. Step outside the bounds of morality, of decency. Adharmika karma. It leads to papa. Papa is demerit or sin. Demerit. So we don't deserve happiness. We get misery. We get dukkha. So, equation is very simple. Dharma, punya, sukha. You want sukha, you need to have punya. How do you get punya? Do a lot of good work. Misery, you want to reduce misery. Nobody wants dukkha. How do you reduce misery? You reduce the papa in your life. And we must avoid, to reduce the papa, we must avoid adharma. That which our conscience tells us is not good. Avoid that. That is the idea. But suppose now we want something more than this. More than minimizing unhappiness and maximizing happiness. More than that we want. Because this, in Hindi this is chakkar. This has been going on for long enough. We want the truth about this universe. We want to go beyond this law of karma. We want to transcend it. Completely overcome suffering and get permanent happiness, permanent joy. That the law of karma cannot give us. Swami Vivekananda, in his beautiful poem, Song of Sannyasin, he says, good, good, bad, bad, and none escape the law. Law of karma, now you can understand he means the law of karma. Good, good, bad, bad, and none escape the law. You see, it's very interesting. There's so much difference between the different sects of Hinduism. And take Hinduism as a whole, it's an ocean. Take Hinduism as a whole, there's so much difference between it and Buddhism. Buddhism does not accept a permanent Atma, does not accept a permanent God. So much difference. Jainism, Sikhism. But all of them accept the law of karma. One Swami Uttarakhand used to say, "Ye sochne wali baat hai." The law of karma, this is something worth thinking about. He says, law of karma, gambhir tattva hai. It's a very profound truth. I was reading this book on the problem of evil. Why is there suffering in the world? So every religion has to answer. If you believe in God, you have to answer why God permits suffering. So every religion has an answer to the problem of evil. And this Professor Arthur Herman, he has this book called Problem of Evil in Indian Philosophy. And there he has collected 23 answers from different religions, different philosophies. And he says, finally comes to the conclusion, the most rational, satisfying answer is the law of karma in Indian philosophy. All other explanations, and God is testing us, God is punishing us, all those are limited explanations. They have got a lot of defects. But the most rational, philosophically satisfying answer is the law of karma. But one can go beyond the law of karma also. Swami Vivekananda says, when he says, none escape the law, whosoever wears a form must wear the chain too. By chain he means prarabdha karma. There is the karma which has produced this body. It will give its results, you cannot escape from it. But here is the solution. He says, far beyond this name and form is Atman ever free. Far beyond this. Cause and effect, body, effect of karma, results of karma. Far beyond this is Atman ever free.